And thank you for joining us for Elon Local News. I'm Fiona McAllister.
And I'm Angelina Fantaroni. We start with a developing story tonight. The Alamance Burlington School System's Chief Financial Officer, Kim McVeigh, has resigned. Officials say that the deputy superintendent will handle McVeigh's duties while they search for an interim CFO. This comes as ABSS is running a $3.2 million deficit for the year after most of the county schools were found to have mold earlier in the school year. Elon News Network will continue to follow this story.
Shortened COVID-19 isolation periods could be coming our way. Our Rachel Hawley has the story.
Is the red button?
Am I skipping? After an 8-month delay, the Mediterranean Deli is setting a timeline for the opening of their new location. Deli owner Jamil Kadora told Elon News Network that he expects the new North Williamson Avenue location to open its doors the first week of March. Construction on the deli, now located next to Oak House, has been officially completed. Mediterranean Deli's former location on Haggard Avenue opened in 2018, expecting to be just as busy as their location in Chapel Hill. Kadora soon realized that the space was too large to accommodate business as small as a school like Elon, leading to the closure of the restaurant in the fall of 2022. After communicating with the university, Deli management decided to relocate, originally planning on opening in the summer of 2023. Unfortunately, a fire broke out at the restaurant's Chapel Hill location in July. The business decided to prioritize the repairs and delay plans to open here at Elon. Kadora says that he is excited to begin moving employees down to Elon, and he expects the deli to be around for a long time. So sorry, but we will be back right after this break.
I made my way. And now, I am what I've always wanted to be.
Hamilton was adopted from a rescue in 2008. He really likes to be around people. And as soon as I start to make my breakfast, Hamilton is right there. I get out my mat and I'm doing a downward dog and he's underneath. He's quite the pug about town. He gets invited to a lot of parties. He knows he's a pretty big deal. I mean, look at this little face. How could you not love him?
What do you think you're doing, Kevin?
Was just gonna drive home.
There are several warning signs present that you shouldn't be driving.
Like hearing voices?
Like your text-to-emoji ratio?
Oh man, the selfies. Selfie, nailed it.
We all have warning signs that let us know that we're probably not okay to drive. Mine is pretending to be your subconscious.
Craig, come on man, let's split a ride home.
shortened COVID-19 isolation periods could be coming our way. Rachel Holly has the story.
It has been reported that the Center for Disease Control has considered changing isolation guidelines. While the CDC hasn't announced any official change, it is likely that they will drop the 5-day isolation period after testing positive for COVID. If this guideline does change, Americans can return to a normal routine after they have been fever-free for 24 hours. Dr. Jeanette Archinal, university physician at Elon University and medical director of Ellington Health Services, says that this potential change both will and won't affect daily life at Elon.
Students won't have to isolate and miss an exam or miss classes. So in that sense, yes, absolutely impact. In terms of risk of spreading disease, infectious stuff, no.
Archinal says that there could be exceptions to the possible changes, such as a student or staff member who is immunocompromised or has chronic health conditions.
You know, you may need to stay out longer because you're sicker, not because of what the actual diagnosis is. This is a positive thing, moving towards looking at the individual, not the diagnosis. And it's important to remember that we are in a very different situation with COVID than we were 4 years ago.
Archinal adds that we now know a lot more about COVID than we did at the beginning of the pandemic, and we can now individualize isolations.
I'm a big fan of it is not one size fits all. When we're in the midst of a pandemic that we can do nothing about, then public health, the general community, that is what needs to be addressed. And that's where you need one blanket rule.
Future changes could still be made by the CDC, as they still haven't made an official announcement about the change. Rachel Holly, Elon Local News.
ENN will continue to follow any isolation guideline changes.
Flowers on campus are starting to show signs of spring as the weather gets warmer, but some of them have different meanings than others. Our Monica Juravicius has the story.
As you walk through Elon's campus, yellow daffodils are starting to bloom. These flowers represent the Daffodil Project, a worldwide initiative that honors the 1.5 children who died in the Holocaust, one bulb at a time. Since 2013, Elon has partnered with the project to plant 30,000 daffodils, being the campus with the largest number of the bulbs planted. Jewish educator at Elon, Boaz Avram Katz, says the partnership is important as Elon welcomed Holocaust survivor Margot Lobry, who escaped as a child.
Yes, it's important to bring speakers. As you know, within the next 5 to 10 years, there will be no actual survivors, as, you know, the way of the world. So any opportunity that we have, either to commemorate or to do, is really important.
The flower was chosen to be the face of the project as it resembles the yellow Star of David Jewish people wore on their chest. The colors are to represent resilience, hope, and the light of coming back to society for survivors after imprisonment. Mary Potenbaum attended Lobry's talk and revisited her experiences as a Jewish student on campus.
I really appreciated the Holocaust speaker. I've heard from Holocaust speakers before, but I think she had a very unique perspective, having been on the kinder transport, because I've never heard anyone's story like who's experienced that before. And I think just the reminder that like innocent children were affected by this is important to remember.
The Daffodil Project has 570 sites worldwide with over 950,000 daffodils planted. Elon has primary nurseries in front of the Alamance Building, Danley Center, and Oaks, but plants the flowers wherever space is available. Botanical Garden Coordinator Hannah Smith is excited to keep the project afloat as she joined Elon's botanical staff this past January.
When I first heard about the Daffodil Project and Elon's participation in it, I was just gratitude that I get to be a part of that. And the first thing that I thought about was I have to tell people about this. Nobody knows. And you know, the fact that the entire campus is a botanical garden, I'm really trying to get the word out about that. And then also the fact that we get to participate in this project is a really big deal. So I really wanted to make sure that people got to see the really great things that we're doing.
The Skloot Hillel Center has a plaque outside dedicated to the children who died in the war and hope the flowers will be fully bloomed by March. Monica Juravicius, Elon Local News.
For more information, you can visit Elon Hillel or go to the Daffodil Project website. The Department of Performing Arts and the Office of Cultural and Special Programs hosted their annual Black History Month dance concert in McCrary Theater this past weekend. Our Abigail Hines has the story.
This year's Black History Month dance concert featured live music and performances choreographed by Elon faculty and staff. Lillian Chen, stage manager, said that dance serves as a way for these choreographers to tell their stories.
I think that this show has just been a way for our choreographers to showcase their voices and to really just have a chance to speak on the experience of being Black in America.
Mackenzie Perry performed in the piece The Reckoning. Perry said that the show's theme of unity and connection can also be seen in Black history as a whole.
It took a long time to get where we are now, and even though we're still not to that 100%, it's happening because we're all coming together and because we're uniting and trying to find that change. It's not going to happen with just one or two people, so it does definitely kind of connect everyone together.
This connection was also present between the audience and the dancers. First-year student and dance performance major Noah Makem said that performing in McCrary Theater allows for the performers to interact with the crowd and see their reactions.
McCrary, I don't know, it's set up so well that you get so much audience feedback, and the energy is really good, especially for a concert like this. I mean, it encourages you to dance more, dance bigger, really connect with the audience. It really makes the performance come alive.
Abigail Hines, Elon Local News.
Activist and musician Daryl Davis will be sharing his experiences with the KKK and white supremacy in a discussion on how to have conversations with people who don't share the same perspectives. Presented by the Center for Race, Ethnicity, and Diversity Education, Davis plans to emphasize the importance of having insightful conversations about differences in experiences, backgrounds, and more. The discussion will be held tomorrow at 7:30 p.m. in Whitley Auditorium. Next up, our Michael Wolf gives us our Phoenix 5-day forecast.
And our Abigail Hines is with us tonight to give us the weekly social media recap that you don't want to miss.
Elon men's baseball won their first home opener of the season, having 3 games back-to-back. You can hear more after our break.
Here you go.
Thank you.
Thank you.
Can you help me with this? My new dad teaches me all kinds of stuff.
Sure.
He helps me with homework.
That would be 3.6795.
Thanks.
Yep.
He helps me with my decision making.
I wouldn't use this one. Ever.
And he's even teaching me how to drive.
And that's why cars have bumpers.
I'm learning so much.
You don't have to be perfect to be a perfect parent. Thousands of kids in foster care will take you just as you are.
Heart doesn't see race. Love is love.
Hey, you.
Yeah, you. Getting that college education, what are you gonna do? Graduate and take some office job? Be like everybody else? Or will you dare do something different? Like, be a teacher. You could be my teacher. You got the skills. The smarts? Yes, you. You could be the teacher I never forget. That'd be cool. Does that corporate job even have recess? What are you gonna make of yourself?
What are you gonna make of me?
Bye-bye.
Hi. Hoping for a crisp breeze to help keep you alert.
Oh, he took a sip of water too. That'll probably help.
You were probably going to turn down the radio too, so you could focus, right?
Probably okay isn't okay.
Right.
If you see a warning sign, stop and call a cab, a car, or a friend.
I think the water line is what really drove it home. I blew on him.
You're watching Elon Local News.
Our Michael Wolf joins us live in studio with the weather. Michael, what does the weather have in store for us this week ahead?
Well, good evening. Right now, your real feel is nearly 50 degrees, but things should cool off significantly as we move into the overnight hours, with freezing temperatures to be expected. Although it does look as if we'll get some relief on the back end of this cold front in the week ahead. So let's take a look at your Phoenix 5-day forecast. Tomorrow, we'll see highs in the mid to upper 50s with a mix of sun and clouds. On Wednesday, your high will be 58 with similar sunny conditions to be expected. Clouds and precipitation do move into our area on Thursday, but we warm up to the mid-60s, giving us at least something to smile about. Now looking ahead to the weekend, Friday morning will be a rainy one. Then clouds give way to the sun in the afternoon. Your high 64 degrees. And I'm happy to report it looks like another dry and beautiful weekend with sunny skies and highs to be expected in the upper 50s. That's all for your Phoenix 5-day forecast. I'll send it back to you at the desk.
Thanks, Michael, for the Phoenix 5-day forecast update. Elon's baseball season has officially started. Our Nicholas Coleman has the story.
It's time to play ball. This past Friday, the Elon Phoenix baseball team hosted Navy midshipmen in their season opener. Elon started the game with 2 runs in the first inning and never stopped raking. Winning 10-2, Coach Mike Kennedy is proud of how the team played together.
We've got a lot of new guys, and they've been welcomed with our veteran guys, our returning guys, and the way they get along and the energy they bring daily, man. They have a lot of fun, but they work hard. We don't substitute, hard work for fun, but, man, they love coming out here, and they love getting after it, and I think you can see that.
Redshirt freshman Vince Vittore finds the team's ability to hit and drive in runs as one of their greatest strengths. This proved to be true as Vittore blasted a grand slam in the 7th inning to push the Phoenix ahead. Moving forward in the season, Vittore has big aspirations.
I mean, we want to win a tournament. We want to make it all the way. I mean, Omaha is always a goal for everybody. If we go there, I mean, that's our goal.
Coach Kennedy stresses the importance of taking things one day at a time. The Phoenix will try to keep things up against their next opponent at University of North Carolina, Chapel Hill, on February 20th.
Elon's next home match will be against the New Jersey Institute of Technology Highlanders on Friday, February 24th.
A successful week for Elon men's basketball, taking down 2 top-tier Coastal Athletic Conference teams. Our Mason Willett has more.
Tipping off the week at home for men's basketball Thursday, taking down Delaware, who came into the game top 3 in the conference. Head coach Billy Taylor says this was a big boost of confidence for the team after a rough stretch of games.
I can't express just how proud I am of these guys for the way they went out and played tonight against a really quality opponent. Obviously, we all know that Delaware is a terrific team, in the upper echelon of our league. So to be able to win at home in front of a crowd that was energized and got behind us was really exciting to see.
The Phoenix were led by 2 huge performances by sophomore guards TK Simpkins and Max McKinnon, combined for 51 of the team's 73 points. Simpkins says that McKinnon and the rest of the team knew what they had to do with senior guard Rob Higgins out.
We just been working on it in practice, going through it in practice, going through everything. I feel like Rob was a big piece for our team, but we can't dwell on his absence. So we just got to keep playing hard and play for him.
Taylor says he knew he needed to motivate his team after the previous loss to Towson and was proud of the way that Simpkins and McKinnon led the team.
I just was trying to really encourage him, encourage TK, all of our guys, again, like I mentioned, it's been a tough stretch of games, and we wanted our guys to stay positive. We really tried to, be positive, but also realistic with our guys and say, okay, but here are some things that we can improve, that we can control.
The game wasn't quite in the favor for the Phoenix in the rebounding, but McKinnon says that the team's defense was the catalyst that guided them to this win.
I know we didn't win the rebound count, but we were still competing. I think our activity on the defensive end just helped them once again.
As for Saturday, the team came together for another upset win on the road against UNC Wilmington, overcoming a 15-point deficit thanks to a tip-in by freshman Isaac Harrell at the buzzer. The team will look to keep the momentum going heading into next week. Mason Willett, Elon, Local News.
The Phoenix will look to keep the win streak going on the road at Northeastern this Thursday.
February is Love Your Body Month, and to celebrate, Campus Recreation and Wellness is hosting a conversation with nutritionist Leslie Williams on Wednesday at 7 p.m. in Lakeside 213. The conversation centers around topics such as body image, disordered eating, body mass index, and myths about healthy eating. Peer educators from the Students Promoting Awareness, Responsibility, Knowledge, and Success program, also known as the Sparks program, organized the month's events. Each student that participates in the event will be entered into a raffle for the wellness basket.
The senior class came together this week to celebrate having only 100 days left until graduation.
The Asian Pacific Student Association hosted a new Lunar New Year celebration featuring food, activities, and a special performance. Tune in after our break.
So there you are, shuffling through a stack of resumes, and you come to mine. This is it. First impression. My way in. But can my resume show you how I truly stand out? Like that I was studying, going to night school while working 2 jobs just to help my parents pay for groceries. Or being the first one to always step up. No, that's something you just can't put on paper. Look beyond the resume and discover new ways to develop great talent that is dedicated, hardworking, and determined like me.
Open road, here comes the Heffley family.
Whether it's a short trip or a long haul.
Estimated time, 47 hours.
They will beg.
You're hungry? I'm happy to provide.
They will plead.
Deep fried butter on a stick.
But whatever you do, don't wimp out.
Now you're talking.
Make them buckle up.
He can't hurt.
Remember, safety first. Cheese curls second.
Are you orange?
Jordan knows he shouldn't eat this entire bowl of nachos, but tonight he's earned that right. Because a few hours ago in the middle of happy hour, he recognized a sign. Not from the gods or a bolt of lightning, but from a double heart, a kissy face, and a fourth ha in ha ha ha. That's when Jordan knew he was buzzed. So when it was time to go, he got a ride home instead of driving. Be a legend like Jordan. Recognize your buzzed warning signs and get a ride home. Buzz driving is drunk driving.
Here you go.
Thank you.
Thank you.
You're watching Elon Local News.
Today marks 96 days until graduation. Elon's annual giving celebrated Elon seniors with the first ever senior sunset. Our Rachel Holly has the story.
Elon's senior class celebrated in the Snow Atrium to kick off their last semester with a new event, Senior Sunset. The event marks 100 days until graduation and gave seniors the opportunity to create memories that they will look back on when their days at Elon are over. These special moments are particularly meaningful to this class of seniors, as they have missed their fair share of experiences. Senior Paige Chesler expresses what events like these mean to her.
I just feel like it's like fun to celebrate seniors, like especially like our year where we didn't have like anything because of COVID, like our like senior year of high school. So like getting like these senior things are just feel like so special, and it's.
Daniel Castillo, coordinator of annual giving, fondly reflected on his own senior year and is therefore prioritizing the creation of special memories for the class of 2024.
Whenever you're a senior, you're getting ready to graduate, you're getting ready to find a job, and you want to have those memories again. So I get to look back and see that, and now I get to create those memories for seniors.
Seniors can look forward to other special events throughout the semester, including Senior Toast on Elon Day.
The McBride gathering space was filled with the Lunar New Year spirit on Friday. Food, activities, raffle prizes, and a special lion dance were the main events that helped to recognize this year as the Year of the Dragon. Membership coordinator and multi-faith intern Alexandra James says that the event was a great way to show appreciation for Asian culture.
I have an interest in Asian culture, but I've never celebrated Lunar New Year, so this gave me that opportunity. And then we have people who have been celebrating Lunar New Year, but they're away from their family, and so this is a nice way to kind of celebrate it on in their own way, you know.
Zoe Richardson says that being able to celebrate her heritage is very important, especially when it comes to being away from home.
I am Chinese, but I was adopted. And so something that's really interesting is that my parents still participated in Chinese New Year growing up, and they really thought my culture was something to be like celebrated. And so I find it really nice to celebrate Chinese New Year when I can.
Lunar New Year marks the beginning of the spring and is determined by the lunar calendar. For more information on Lunar New Year or this event, you can visit the APSA website. Fiona, did you attend the Lunar New Year celebration?
I did. I was actually the one that filmed that, and it was really fun. Did you go?
No, I did not. I couldn't make it. But what was your favorite part?
I really liked the food and the lion dance. The lion dance was like, I think this was the first time they've ever done that, and it was really special because they had like 2 people in one costume, and it was crazy. It was so cool.
The food looked really good. It was really colorful.
I know, right? Would you go next year?
I'll go with you next year if you want to.
Really? We definitely should. I mean, they do other events too, like when it's Asian Pacific Islander month, but I would love for you to come with me next year. So
the APSA does a lot of events there at the school.
They do.
Last night, the People's Choice Awards held their 39th annual show. The night was hosted by Simu Liu, who portrayed roles such as Ken in Barbie and Shang-Chi in Shang-Chi and the Legend of the Ten Rings. Winners throughout the night included Margot Robbie for Female Movie Star of the Year, Rachel Ziegler for Action Movie Star of the Year, Ryan Gosling, Male Movie Star of the Year, and America Ferrera for Best Movie Performance of the Year. Margot Robbie's win came after the shock that she was not nominated for an Oscar when her co-star, Ryan Gosling, was. Gosling and Robbie were not actually in attendance at the People's Choice Awards. Instead, they chose to attend the British Academy of Film and Television Arts award show known as BAFTA. There, Robbie was nominated for Best Leading Actress and Gosling was nominated for Best Supporting Actor. A notable winner from the BAFTA Awards was Oppenheimer, which took home 7 awards, such as Best Film, Best Original Score, and Best Actor, Cillian Murphy. On the same night as both award shows, People's Icon Award winner Adam Sandler and his wife Jackie were celebrating their 25th anniversary of meeting one another. The couple first met on the set of Big Daddy and recently starred together in the Netflix film You Are So Not Invited to My Bat Mitzvah. On a local level, High Point University's Division II women's hockey team won the Atlantic Coast Collegiate Hockey League Commodore Cup. The team includes 3 Elon sophomores. The final score was High Point Panthers 9 and Virginia Tech Hokies 2. I'm Abigail Hines, and this has been your weekly social media recap. Now back to you at the desk.
Thanks, Abigail. Make sure to tune in weekly for our social media recaps. Thank you so much for joining us tonight. That's all we have for you this evening.
Head over to our website, elonnewsnetwork.com, for stories, sports, and more.
And make sure to follow us on social media at Elon News Network.
Have a great night, Elon.